Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, technical issues halt a coroner's inquest into Manchester businessman's death. A coroner's hearing into the death of popular Manchester businessman Jason Neal was rescheduled to February 27 after a forensic analyst providing evidence to the court via the internet had technical issues. Judge Monique Harrison was forced to ask Tracy and Bennett, an analyst from the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine, to visit the Manchester Parish Court in person next month after she repeatedly had trouble hearing questions being posed to her. Harrison made the call after a brief in-chamber meeting with lawyers involved in the case. Neal, a prominent businessman in the parish, was found with a gunshot wound to the head inside his bathroom at his home in Ingleside in the parish. Initially, Neal's death was ruled a suicide, but family members are adamant that he was murdered. Several family members, including Neal's widow, who was alone with him at the time of his death, have testified before a 7-member jury at the inquest, which began in December 2023. Neal's widow, who was pregnant at the time, had testified that she was at home and heard an explosion. When she went to investigate, she saw Neal on the bathroom floor of their home. He was bleeding and his licensed firearm was beside him, she said. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police seek person of interest. The St. Andrews South Police have listed a man as a person of interest in the division and are urging him to turn himself in. The police say they believe Christopher David Small of Holbrook Close, Meadowbrook Estate, Kingston 19, can assist them in their investigation surrounding an unspecified incident. He is to report to the Duhaney Park Police immediately. The police are also asking anyone with information that can assist them in locating Small to contact the Duhaney Park Police at 876-933-4280, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. FLA head cautions firearm holders about use of force. Following the death of 23-year-old Isaac Foster at the Dovecot Cemetery on Monday, a number of persons have questioned the manner in which the situation was handled and blasted the licensed firearm holder for shooting to kill. Many argued that instead of shooting Foster, who may have had mental issues, different steps should have been taken to restrain him. Head of the Firearm Licensing Authority, Shane Darling, said while he is unable to comment on Monday's bizarre happenings, a licensed firearm holder has a right to apply proportionate force to the danger that they are in. The use of force by any person, whether it's the police or licensed firearm holder, speaks to the fact that the force used to repel an attacker for the threat of an attack must be similar or proportionate to the danger that you see taking place or the force that the person is taking on you, he said. I can't comment on this particular matter or matters of this nature because we have never had an incident like this. I also don't have all the facts. It may well be justified using that level of force depending on the circumstances that presented itself at the time, he added. A widely circulated video of the incident shows Foster, a resident of Kitson, St. Catherine, opening a coffin, standing over the desecrated body, and gesturing to alarm the onlookers, including a uniformed policeman who screamed at him to stop what he was doing. It was also reported that he had hurled stones at the gathering, who were trying to restrain him. Darling said a licensed firearm holder can also protect the life or property of another person who is in danger. You are also allowed to protect life and property as a licensed firearm holder. So if you see somebody killing someone, you can discharge your firearm and propel the person with as much force as is needed to prevent the person from carrying out the attack, and the sufficient force includes a deadly force, Darling said. This does not have to be relating to a person attempting to shoot you. Remember, a person can harm you with a stone, knife, or other instruments. So if, say for instance, a person takes up a stone to throw at you and you know the distance between you and the person, that they will not be able to throw a stone this far, then you can't shoot the person in that case, he said. Police Commissioner urges recommitment to service excellence by JCF members. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has charged the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to recommit to the sacred task of policing with integrity, compassion, and excellence. He noted that in 2024, we saw how resilience and unity, underpinned by faith, enabled us to rise above obstacles. We faced the trials, but we stood firm, guided by our shared commitment to serve, protect, and reassure. Let us continue to transform the present by building on the gains of the past year. Let this be manifested through better operations, stronger community relationships, and the personal and the professional growth. Let us strive for constant improvement, Blake said. He was speaking during the annual Commissioner's devotional exercise on Thursday. The event was held at the Office of the Commissioner of Police in Kingston. The 2024 national crime statistics show a 19% reduction in murders, which fell by 265 to 1,139 compared to 2023. Blake encouraged the members to secure the future by committing to excellence in service. Let every report, every case, every interaction reflect the highest standards of professionalism and care. Let us always remember that our actions today plant the seeds of tomorrow's peace. My final charge to you, colleagues, is for us to walk in faith and unity, upholding our promises to the Jamaican people, he stated. Let us partner with them, reassure them, and demonstrate that the JCF is a force for good, an organization of hope, strength, and transformation. In 2025, let us aim to meet and even exceed expectations, guided by the principles of faith, courage, and love. Together with God as our guide, we will confront and overcome the forces that seek to harm our communities, transforming them into spaces of peace and prosperity, Blake added. This year's devotional exercise was held under the theme, Transforming the Present, Securing the Future. The event saw members of the JCF kick off the year with inspiration, reflection, and renewed dedication to service. Beryl contributed to over 100% increase in customer reports to OUR. Hurricane Beryl contributed to a 103% increase in complaints to the Office of Utilities Regulation during the 2024 July-September period, the majority of which were aimed at the Jamaica Public Service. The OUR says its Consumer Affairs Unit received 1,581 contacts for the quarter, and the JPS registered 908 of those, followed by the National Water Commission with 256, while Columbus Communications Flow and the Cable and Wireless Jamaica Limited Flow accounted for 186 and 162 respectively. The JPS also racked up a $40.64 million bill because of over 20,648 guaranteed standard breaches committed during the quarter. The company is currently awaiting a response from the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport for force majeure relief or a suspension due to the effects of Hurricane Beryl, which affected its ability to meet the requirements of the guaranteed standards. Similarly, the NWC had 3,987 guaranteed standard breaches during the review period, with a potential payout of approximately $18.53 million. However, actual payments amounted to $5.26 million and were made through automatic credits to the affected accounts. The remaining 72% of potential payments were not made as customers did not submit claim forms. Billing matters at 50% remained the main reason utility consumers contacted the CAU, and the service interruption remained the second highest reason, accounting for 29% of total contacts, followed by poor service quality, irregular supply, disconnection, and other issues. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.